What family manners and respect. Manners and total respect. People, we have breaking news. Mr. Tufton responded to the travel advisory. Mr. Tufton, the health minister, responded to the travel advisory. People, but what Mr. Tufton is proposing is a tax on visitors to the country. That's how Mr. Tufton can fix the healthcare system. You know, hear me, people? Remember, months ago, people, the Integrity Commission said $400 million is unaccounted for in the man office, Misappropriation, mismanagement are just theft. We don't know. If it's mismanagement, we fix it so it don't happen again. If it's just robbery, people go to jail. But right now, that is not being addressed in the Ministry of Health. That $400 million there, we still hear not a bird whistle about that $400 million there, people. But whatever you hear Mr. Tufton response, people, to the U.S. advisory, he want to tax us. Brother, they are serious, man. They want to tax the people. And people say, a tax thing demand upon. I want you guys to know that. I'm a tax way. So I'm going to play it for you guys and here I go.
We begin with a response this afternoon from Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system. As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
The Healthcare Ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system on the international scene. The advisory issued on Tuesday urged U.S. citizens to reconsider travel to Jamaica due to crime and medical services. Americans were told that emergency services and hospital care vary throughout Jamaica, and response times and quality of care may vary from U.S. standards. The U.S. government says public hospitals in Jamaica are under-resourced and cannot always provide high-level or specialized care. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the issues in the health sector cannot be looked at in a silo.
The issue is a lot more complex than it appears in a release or an advisory. The solution can't be that we must do more. The solution has to recognize why there is an inadequacy to the extent that there is, and how collaboration between public, private, and indeed between jurisdictions can address that inadequacy. And it holds true for Jamaica as it does for many other small island states within the region, and indeed even some of the larger countries.
And again, an appeal for a health insurance tax for all visitors to the island.
It is not unusual. It occurs in other jurisdictions like in Europe, where that tax is required. And if that were in place, maybe we could have a more efficient response, because maybe that tax could be used to train more people and perhaps provide more facilities.
Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes, says the advisory is a wake-up call for all Jamaicans about the state of the country's healthcare system. Kerry-Ann Simpson, TVJ News.
People hear that? And here, the man's solution to tax us. Tax us. How much more tax we pay? We are coming to the country. We as guests are coming to the country, can spend more money. Give people work, employment. Spend a lot of money to come there. The only solution for good health care is more money. Remember, $1.6 trillion cannot be accounted for. So is the solution really the money, people? Or accountability? People need to start going to jail. People, do you think the problem to our healthcare system are to lift it up? You think it's really money, people? When $400 million disappear at Tufton office and no accountability. I don't hear no investigation. I don't hear nothing after the Integrity Commission report. Nothing see come out of that. But he might come say that we need. You know your man say, man? Tax we. Tax us. What a thing. We need transparency, people. We need accountability, people. It's not more money it need. Me not say we don't need money, but God, everything and money, so. So Tufton that come tell us say, all we need is money. That's you want to tax us, visitors. Eh? Jesus gosh, boy. Embarrassing, man. Embarrassing, man. Very embarrassing and sad. That's the health minister thing say. The solution is to tax us. Him say it happened in Europe, somewhere in Europe. Nowhere else in the Caribbean to compare it to, you know. A Europe him gone, you know, people. The man got a Europe gonna say they are taxing visitor to the country in Europe. So start people me say this a government, all them do is take money, take, tax. They are killing people where Jamaica with taxes and say, no new taxes. Eh? Killing them with everything. When I pay the most on light bill, the most on gas, the most on food, the most on electricity bill, the most on phone bill. Jamaica people know so them pay the most in the world. This man's solution is a tax again. Eh? Tell me people, when $1.6 trillion missing, what this brother can't get account for. Eh? 1.6 trillion, not billion, not million. Trillion people, we never hear about them type of money missing nowhere and cannot give accounted for until the buck up in them people here. The moment we buck up in them people here, see we crime take off, our burial I get corn up. Man, I corn up people on their job in a KFC, in the party shop. I want to taste his me, a man get corn up in one of the work, I get corn up. Them same drop out. And a soldier get corn in their foot. Did the me say corning one KFC something going up in there? Corning a gas station, corning in a market, corning in a mall. He just will never see them type of things yet. People, bank account have been swiped dry, and we don't have nobody to take up with that. Minister of Finance will come out and put him foot down with them. Our own people, it's just like everything are turned upside down. So may I ask a question, people? Is it really money we need for the hospital to come up? Or we need them to stop thief the money, people need to go to jail? I would think it's accountability we need as Jamaican. Eh? Accountability we need in Jamaica. Could listen it one more time.
We begin with a response this afternoon from Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system. As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
People, you hear that? You hear that, people? People, you hear that? Accountability we need now, people. And more money him want. And them can't give account for the first $400 million but the Integrity Commission say, missing from FEMA office. Now the Auditor General tell us say, actually a $1.6 trillion we're missing for the last 10 years. And them are people in control for the last 8 years. I know we are here say the Prime Minister and all them are block the investigator, blocking the Auditor General for further investigate this type of nonsense. $1.6 trillion. But Mr. Tufton is saying we want more money. People look on this. Cornwall Regional Hospital, $10 billion in cost overrun and climbing. A clear $10 billion, people, me tell you guys all the time. Yet we want more money for the hospitals, don't it? $10 billion, but we want more money for the hospitals. You hear them say about build more hospitals and this and that, but not one word to put some MRI machine, CT scan, and burn unit in the already existing hospitals. But they come to that this big old promise, we're going to build more hospitals. Why would you build more hospitals when the hospital where we don't have no furniture tonight? No beds, no MRI machine, no CT scan, no equipment tonight. Where you build more hospital for? Why don't you fix up the one we already have? Eh? Wouldn't it be cheaper, people? But no. They need another billions of dollars again to go and somewhere in some dark hole like Cornwall Regional Hospital. We can't done $10 billion in cost overrun. Money gone, disappear. Chiching. 10 billion disappear like the 400 million in Mr. Tufton office. $400 in a million dollar in a Mr. Tufton office disappear like the 1.6 trillion dollar in a FEMA office, Flavor office, and the Prime Minister office. 3 offices. 2 ministry and the OPM. $1.6 trillion is unaccounted for. You get fairness and them say them spend the money already, but them can't tell how them spend the money. But here Mr. Tufton I come tell me after Cornwall Regional Hospital is in at the $10 billion in a cost overrun. We want more money. We want more money. We got tax owner. We got tax owner. I want to hear people. Because the US is coming up with a travel advisory. We want to punish the US citizens. At that time I try to hear me say the arrogance of these people. No, because the US is putting it up on blast. And nothing the US say is wrong here. When the US is wrong, they're wrong. The same thing they must see. I feel. I lose my dad because of the bad health care system out there. So stop acting like we have bad health care system. We don't have no ambulance. When anything at my poor response time, people get thrown in the back of a police pickup truck or anybody close by who's willing to throw in a pickup truck and carry to the hospital. That's what happened in Jamaica when they have the ambulance. There are several people over here, groups, try to send the ambulance to Jamaica. When they go to Jamaica, then blackball them until them take with the ambulance and they give the people that run around and the people them lose the ambulance that come for charity out there. But Mr. Tufton said want more money. So what Mr. Tufton is trying to do? Is he trying to push back on the US citizens? Are you trying to punish residents and citizens from the US because of the US are put up on travel advisory? Because I know say most of the visitors to Jamaica are US citizens and residents. They know that, people. So to come out like this swinging, like me say, una go on like una play tough with them. I watch it from the day, you know. Una arrogant, you know. I be arrogant by ear from una. You know, so una see what the US are see. Before they fix up the stuff and fix it, people like Uno, nothing now go fix. Because Uno sit on bad with the garbage where I go on. And the worst thing that when people don't see the wrong, what they look on. It's the worst thing when people can't smell trash. It's the worst thing when people can't smell garbage. Looking at garbage, smelling garbage and think say, something good. Eh? A trash where hospital them be. I don't know lie, we assessor, the US assessor too. Every Jamaican would agree. Yard and abroad need improvement. And the US are telling you that. Everybody are come out and push back strongly with the arrogance. So now this is when I come tell you say, when you start, tax the most the people from the country who are come visit the country the most. Because that country put on travel advisory. We can't say not more than that, so that's a retaliation. Just the suggestion of that. When Mr. Tufton knows that couldn't be the problem when we lose so much money. Why can't a regional hospital is cost overrunning the billions and can't finish? Is it a money problem, Mr. Tufton, or accountability problem? Never want to take the blame for nothing. Never want to take the blame for nothing.
And
people.
As you can see, guys, they just
nothing you want to take the blame for. Like people stupid boy. Yeah. Think we're stupid? Maybe one time, but not again. Good day, man.
The healthcare ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system.
Him say the latest U.S. travel advisory put a negative impact on the country's healthcare system. People, is the U.S. lying? If it's sure you say, what do I see? I know what we are seeing. It's a sure you say film standard of healthcare. No up to par, and them okay with it. But them no use it. They fly overseas to hospital when them take sick. Them no use our healthcare, but it's okay. They are saying that the US is lying. And because they are pissed off at the US for busting them out, them are coping like they want to punish the people them from the US. By coming up with this nonsense where you want to tax people, kind of happen in Europe. Happen in the Caribbean. But yeah, pick up something happening in Europe and adapt that just to seek more money. And we can't give account for the $400 million out there officer. Another 1.6. Look here, man.
The U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system. As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
Lady, more money to fix the problem.
The healthcare ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system on the international scene. The advisory issued on Tuesday urged U.S. citizens to reconsider travel to Jamaica due to crime and medical services. Americans were told that emergency services and hospital care vary throughout Jamaica, and response times and quality of care may vary from U.S. standards. The U.S. government says public hospitals in Jamaica are under-resourced and cannot always provide high-level or specialized care. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the issues in the health sector cannot be looked at in a silo.
The issue is a lot more complex than it appears in a release or
People that man take responsibility for nothing. I don't know why he's a minister, brother. Plus a gear man who is not a doctor to responsible for my life. Is the US lying about under resource? If so much money I get thief out of the healthcare system, how can it be fully resourced? How can the money when they allocate for it? Sure. If the money I go down through some pipe, I go down to some dark hole, what we need is people start going to jail, Mr. Tufton, not no more money.
Advisory. The solution can't be that we must do more. The solution has to recognize why there is an inadequacy to the extent that there is, and how collaboration between public, private, and indeed between jurisdictions can address that inadequacy. And it holds true for Jamaica as it does for many other small island states within the region, and indeed even some of the larger countries.
And again, an appeal for a health insurance tax for all visitors to the island.
It is not
People over here.
unusual. It occurs in other jurisdictions like in Europe, where that tax is required. And if that were in place, maybe we could have a more efficient response. Because
so why tax we with no guarantee? If that tax is in place, maybe. So it's just all about the money. There's no guarantee here. Why throw that out there? And there's no guarantee you take money from we and we'll get better health care when the from foreign coming. I want to be with that, but if you're going to tax us, the visitors to your shore, why your response is going to be a maybe after a tax week? Why it's going to be a maybe? I wonder if the man that thinks that he that them are dealing about you. No responsibility the man in the world. Them man that you can't, them man is not working for the people. Man said maybe.
Shane Masters, and here are the details. We begin with a response this afternoon from Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system. As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
The healthcare ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system on the
people on the what?
International scene. The advisory
is not a lie. People, they want to hush. Me say, Mr. Tufton think he's doing a good job, people. When you have people like this who that blind, deaf and dumb, when have nothing good coming, people. Them believe what we have out there, where them not go to. They hag pen, where the hag and goat supposed to go to. Them believe, say, that is good enough for us. This same hag and goat pen, when make my father lose him life. Mr. Tufton believes that is good enough for all of us. Hag and goat. Mr. Tufton believes that the hag pen him about what they saw is good enough for all of us. Remember them not got the hag pen, you know. As for them belly hot, them so them jump on plane. As for them head hurt, them jump on plane, people. And me and you alone got the hag pen. How much of our family member drop out of the hag pen we life could have saved because them defund the hag pen? Look on the hag pen, you're going there, you see from bed from one place, you stand up at one door after the hospital and look all the way down, you see every bed at the hospital. One look. As a step up at the hospital step, you can see every bed we're in there, from one corner to the other. If one man pass gas up in there, the whole hospital smelly. If man have a thing foot, The whole place smelly. So what if a man have something that is airborne? Then everybody in the hospital now jeopardize them health. What if one go to hospital go spend some final moment with your loved one? Can you go sit down in a room with them and enjoy yourself and read them a book and talk about good times with them, or bring the kids them or family member and gather around the bed? No, or them are telling you come out and you have to leave. Do they have no cheer in these rooms? I can go thing I go to Jamaica that me I tell us me come a foreign come find that out. Them no want to get the good health care where them I get a foreign. Them no want me Jamaican people get it. This is okay for us. That's why I say Tufton. I believe nothing wrong with what I do with the garbage out there. He thinks they do a superb job, so he don't see what the US are talking about. So therefore the US are make we look bad. They're gonna retaliate and tax the people. Them I think they can phone call us, and that's what I try to do. A retaliation. Tufton I try to retaliate by taxing because the most visitors to the shore are US citizens. We say the most visitors to the shore are US citizens. So you're pissed off now because the US make you look bad by calling your garbage out. By calling your hog pen where you call hospital out there. Eh? Where rats and roaches and all for sitting on people upon ground. You think people don't see it? There was a video on social media the other day. There was an American citizen. You think that video don't go viral? Asking for a piece of tissue at the hospital. The nurse tell her that they do not give toilet paper at the hospital. You think that video? Hold on. You think the US don't see that video? You think the authorities in the US do not see that video? You think they don't pay attention to these things? Eh? Why you think we have them officials at the embassy? And I think we have FBI and all type of people that are spying and look around and pay attention to everything, people? The video with the young girl in the hospital was asking, went to the nurse and asked for a piece of piece of tissue. Who remember that, people? Who remember that? She asked for a piece of tissue. The nurse tell her, said, they don't give patient tissue, and she's not in the United States of America. The nurse told her that they do not give patient toilet paper. So therefore, toilet paper is not given in our hospitals. I say these in many videos. You have to carry your toiletries to hospital, your bed cover, your bed sheet, your pillowcase, toothbrush, toothpaste, rag and soap, sanitizer, everything. What Mr. Tufton is talking about, that is okay to him. That standard of health care is okay to Mr. Tufton, that he not see what the US is saying as truthful. He make him look bad. So he might come out now and swing, acting as if he want to touch away. Mr. Tufton I go like say he want to pay. Listen what the man say again.
One from Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system.
Which is not a lie.
As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
Money, money, money.
The healthcare ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system on the international scene. The advisory issued on Tuesday urged U.S. citizens to reconsider travel to Jamaica due to
people. All them care about is optics. PR stunt, how things look. It look bad for the international scene. At the same thing when we are going to go protest. We don't make the country look bad. But look at $1.6 trillion cannot be accounted for. $1.6 trillion, not billion, not million. Tufton office, Flavor office, and the Prime Minister office cannot give account how we money spent. $1.6 trillion. But they care about optics, how things look. When I make it look bad on international scale, man, people before them fix it, all them do is fake it at Jamaica. A jail enough for them to go. Jail. Accountability. Mr. Tufton, we don't need more money. We need accountability, Mr. Tufton. Accountability we need, Mr. Tufton. We need accountability. People go to jail when they rob from the poor. How many of our family go to this poorly run facility out there and drop out? People there are stories after stories after stories. My father, me know several people, about a handful of people me know come close from me with the same story. Family guy hospital and poor health care, them drop out. Your family means so much to you. No mean nothing to Mr. Tufton. If Mr. Tufton believes this is what healthcare look like, it don't mean nothing to him. Mr. Tufton not telling you what hospital look like when them come over here. What doctor office look like when them come over here, come get them good health care. When they jump and fly out, come get them good health care, them and their family. And me and Uno alone got the hog pen. A foreign me come find out say, and also hospital look, what we have over there, hog pen. And these politicians been coming to foreign before me come a foreign. So them know what good health care is all about. But how wicked them is, they don't want it for you. So the hog pen over there. Mr. Tufton think he's doing a wonderful job and that's it. How many of the loved one drop out there so when I have to drop out because of poor health care? Put it in the comment section, man. Put it in the comment section because this man don't take responsibility for nothing. Nothing. He blame everybody but himself. He blame everybody but himself. Remember the time the people never sleep on the hospital floor? The man come with the most silly excuse that parents refuse, families refuse to come take them loved ones from the hospital. Remember, you know? Your government in a power, you know? Your health minister. Poor excuse for health minister. Why people are sleeping on the floor. That discharged patient and family now come take them out of the hospital bed. A government, you know? You call the next minister who is responsible for that. Who take care of the old people and people who are homeless? You call the next ministry to take care of that. You don't just cover the excuse, well, the hospital clog up. Who take care of housing for homeless people? Who take care of them people who don't have nobody? Where the government care them? Where the homes and the facility, the housing for people like these? So him coming out and tell us that family members have the hospital bed clog up. Stupid excuse. And the Jamaican people might go with it, you know. Come and see them in the comment section and say, yeah, man, that's true, man. The family member then left them family in the hospital and people. There's another arm of the government that should be responsible for that. Mr. Tufton should call and activate that other arm of the government. Find somewhere to put these people. Nonsense excuse after excuse after excuse. Like it's not a government we are run. No, you come talk about you want more money.
We begin with a response this afternoon from Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system. As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
The healthcare ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system on the international scene. The advisory issued on Tuesday urged U.S. citizens to reconsider travel to Jamaica due to crime and medical services. Americans were told that emergency services and hospital care vary throughout Jamaica, and response times and quality of care may vary from U.S. standards. The U.S. government says public hospitals in Jamaica are under-resourced and cannot always provide high-level or specialized care. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the issues in the health sector cannot be looked at in a silo.
The issue is a lot more complex than it appears in a release or an advisory.
This man.
The solution can't be that we must do more. The solution has to recognize why there is an inadequacy to the extent that...
Yeah, let me say the solution can't be that we must do more. That cannot be the solution by them working harder. That cannot be the solution. Don't forget them man thinks I idiot them are dealing with yourself. He said the solution cannot be that we must do more. That's what we're asking them to do more, do better. Do better. You know what the solution should be, Mr. Tufton? People got prison for thief. Just like a youth of thief, Lyman Aki. Thief, taxpayers' money. That's the solution, accountability.
There is. And how collaboration between public, private, and indeed between jurisdictions can address that inadequacy. And it holds true for Jamaica as it does for many other small island states within the region, and indeed even some of the larger countries.
And again, an appeal for a health insurance tax for all visitors to the island.
It is not unusual. It occurs in other jurisdictions like in Europe, where that tax is required. And if that were in place, maybe we could have a more efficient response
People, why would we pay tax? And it's a maybe we have a better response, healthcare response. Why would we need to pay more tax? So next thing they might start telling us, so if we come to Jamaica, we need to start pay security tax. So we can have more police. When this would stop, if they charge we for tax, how about the caca close this? How much taxes we pay when we come to Jamaica already? Yes, we pay taxes. How to pass it over like about it? You know, free? Eh? Eh? Every trip we take over out there so they get money tight. Eh? Every plane we land out there so they get money tight. You know, free? Tourists pack up the place every day. You know, free? But the only solution to a healthcare system is more money. When we don't know about the $400 million what the Integrity Commission say, was displaced, moved or robbed or whatever from Mr. Tufton ministry. Now I hear about another $1.6 trillion can't give account for. About 600 billion out of that is Mr. Tufton's ministry. Cannot give account for it. But here we are talking about our solution for better healthcare system is more money. I want you guys to understand. Here we are talking about our solution to a better healthcare system is more money. People, it's always good to have money pumped in our healthcare system so we have better hospital and stuff. But people, when I hear about all type of stuff we are going, like money missing and stuff, people, how is money? How is money gonna be this? How money gonna be the solution? People, it needs something else. It needs something else, people. It needs something else. Cannot be money. Cannot be money, people. Because the money I get robbed up. So how is money the problem? Huh? How is money the problem if money I get robbed up? May I ask you now? How is money the problem when money I get robbed up? Do we need more money or people need to start going to jail? That's all I ask my people. Accountability is what we need. And everybody fail to look at our problem, which is accountability, and address it. I come all type of excuse now you want to tax us coming to Jamaica. Look at the audacity. Look at the audacity. It seems as if it's a retaliation. Since the US make it look bad by the international media, our eyes. Eh? But look here. You are going to say you want more money. Mr. Tufton, tell me how more money is going to help when we're hearing stuff like this, Mr. Tufton. Tell me. Tell me, Mr. Tufton, if it's not accountability we want, where people get grabbed and go to prison. Jail people need to go, Mr. Tufton. Look on the good, no man. Mr. Tufton, tell me for more money we really need after we are hear about this. Listen to this.
The Jamaica Accountability Meter portal, JAMP, views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? That's the trillion-dollar question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe-Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health ministries. Mrs. Monroe-Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013, to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done. It was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to.
$695 billion, Mr. Tufton. So, Mr. Tufton, is an upgrade from the $400 million where the Integrity Commissioner tell me about. This is $695 billion. In a 10-year period, we can't find out how them are sitting and spend. We can't show how the money spend. We say spend. But there's no accountability, Mr. Tufton. Mr. Tufton, for you, if you say, boy, you need to start tax the visitor them. For the what? For money go missing again, Mr. Tufton. Mr. Tufton, the solution is accountability, sir. Not more money pumping into it look like a black hole. Not more money, Mr. Tufton. It cannot be more money, sir. No one audience listen, you know. So it cannot be more money. Why?
The Jamaica Accountability Meter portal, JAMP, views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? Yeah. That's the trillion-dollar question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health ministries. Mrs. Monroe Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013, to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica.
$902 billion education. Teacher can't get money, but money I miss 900 and how much billion. People them can't tell how they spend the money, people. How much that out of favor office? Them can't tell, and right now they are blocking investigator. They are blocking the Auditor General from investigating the Prime Minister office, Favour office, and Tufton office. Right now, when the Prime Minister talk about we want more money. You hear about them type of money, people? How much 100 billion? Hundreds. Eh? Can't give a count for. Sometimes when I talk about say them run the country like a party shop. Party shop no run some man. Listen.
Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? That's the trillion-dollar question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how...
Been hindered. You hear? The Auditor General can work independently. See? Andrew Unes and his administration, them no want no investigation in the Prime Minister office, people. Trillions, you know. Between him, Flavor and Tufton office, you know. The Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, and the OPM. Can all type of different office in the Prime Minister office, and run all type of different agents up in there, you know. Even though they say not take the razor pay, you know, but I strongly believe he might get paid from every one of these agencies, you know. Don't you think, people? Don't you think the Prime Minister getting paid from every one of these agencies that he's over? He's over NHT. He's over everything, people. Rural, I think he's over rather. I think he's over this is over man for the environment. You understand me? NEPA and all JDF. Don't you think he might get a check for that, people? May I ask comment section? Don't you think the Prime Minister is getting a check from each one of these office upon them office? But now them want the Auditor General to independently do our work to find out where we money there and why them I use up taxpayers' money. So people them say them spend the money. Where the money there, nobody no know.
More than $1.6 $5.6 trillion was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health ministries. Mrs. Monroe Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013 to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done. It was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said the accounting officer in the ministry submitted 15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23. But those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately $12.02 billion are outstanding. Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, says based on the revelation, the country has been left in a quandary. She says the issue begins and ends with the permanent secretaries.
The permanent secretary needs to make sure that after 4 months when the year ends, she sends her report to Parliament to say, what have we done with the people's money? All right. When that don't happen, Delia, who's supposed to come and say, what are going? The people who get the report.
Yes.
Who are those? Are parliamentarians. So we have parliamentarians, for example, the Ministry of Health, for 10 years has not told our parliamentarians, told our Auditor General what they have done with our money. How much money are we talking about? Just a little bit under $700 billion.
The Tufton office.
And that is a report that they have gotten every year for the last 10 years till it add up to $700 billion. What is the work our parliamentarians are doing?
Minister of Health.
She says what needs to be done is for citizens to understand the accountability framework, because only then will people be truly held accountable for the crisis facing the country.
Who do we call for? The first time something goes wrong. The minister. Gentle folks, there are 7. No, Simone, that's the thing. There are 17 people in government with more teeth than a minister to sanction and to hold people to account. We don't know them things, Delia. So when these things go wrong, who we call? The political representative, who in the law has the least amount of power to do something about sanctioning and holding people to account.
No accountability. That's what we say. No accountability. Jamaica is running like a ship without a sail and a truck without brake. No accountability, people. The man that thinks that the money are for them star. The man that thinks that the money are for them. Mr. Tufton thinks he do a wonderful job. And we are trying to tell you, say, no, I do a good job. If you do a good job, why you fly overseas at the hospital? Eh? No, do a good job. A hog pen when I run down there and think say people are stupid fool. Hog pen when I run down there. Eh? And for Mr. Tufton to believe, say him do a wonderful job, it does the audacity of this man, you know. Him not, people in a big trouble. Okay, Mr. Tufton, I give you a hog pen and think say that's good enough. We in a big trouble. Mr. Tufton believes that the healthcare system is perfect. He believes that we do a good, he might do a perfect job or something. Me don't understand this man. But him come out talking about he want tax visitors to the country. Why? I believe because the US put him on blast. Now he must say, boy, the US make him look bad before the eyes of the world. So therefore, now, in my opinion, is a form of retaliation talking about they want tax us. Something that is not nowhere in the Caribbean. You want to adapt some type of taxation so in Europe, you probably don't even know nothing about yourself. I probably hear about that. You want to put up some type of stuff where going way over there Europe, not going to Caribbean. None of these Caribbean leaders doing that to the people. Because he did not say it's non-resident or this or that. He said visitor to the island. So every Jamaican will come there. Visitor to the island, you don't get tax. But Mr. Tufton, as far as I am, Mr. Tufton, Jamaica is not the problem with the money, sir. It's the accountability. Like the almost $700 million from your office now, your ministry, Mr. Tufton. Tell me now. Tell me now, Mr. Tufton. Tell me now, where's the accountability here, Mr. Tufton? What do we need, Mr. Tufton? If you come tell us all this. Eh, Mr. Tufton, no one know. Mr. Tufton, I tell you some things, you want tax with some here, you come to Jamaica, no better put up on the money. Canada, so white people, the only things are white people alone and tourists, not happy, are visitors. Okay, you and me go to Jamaica, the man say, boy, I have to take sick. He said, maybe. Take my money and say, maybe. Me can't give a good help. I want to pay you the man say a while ago.
We begin with a response this afternoon from Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the U.S. advisory warning travelers about the poor state of the country's public health care system. As you'll hear in this report, the minister is renewing his call for the implementation of tax, which he believes can help to fix the problem.
The healthcare ministry says the recent U.S. travel advisory has created a negative impact on the country's health system on the international scene. The advisory issued on Tuesday urged U.S. citizens to reconsider travel to Jamaica due to crime and medical services.
That's all them care about. That's all them care about, how them look. All them care about is optics and PR stunt. That's why them lies of people. That's why all the murder rate and all that. We don't believe nothing come from these people. I swear, man, I don't believe not one word or a figure coming out of these people's mouth. They're a disgrace to my country. Disgrace, big time. Look on the hospital, look on the state of healthcare. We are talking about every day we get up and talk about it. But Tufton thinks that the US was wrong on what they say.
Americans were told that emergency services and hospital care vary throughout Jamaica, and response times and quality of care may vary from U.S. standards. The U.S. government says public hospitals in Jamaica are under-resourced and cannot always provide high-level or specialized care. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the issues in the health sector cannot be looked at in a silo.
The issue is a lot more complex than it appears in a release.
And in a too complex, Mr. Tufton, in a too complex, you need accountability. Everybody can see clear money are missing and nobody now got jail, Mr. Tufton. So if nobody now got jail, because everybody's above the law, take the people in the fool and people now stand up, news now stand up on the opposition week. We see it clear, Mr. Tufton, accountability. Accountability.
Or an advisory. The solution can't be that we must do more.
Yeah.
The solution has to recognize why there is an inadequacy to the extent that there is.
The solution is not for him to do more. So the solution is why are there inadequacies? Because them are thief, Mr. Tufton, too much money are missing. $400 million missing from your office, Mr. Tufton. Nobody question and find out how it missing, so it don't happen again. No way about $700 million, Mr. Tufton. No account. And you're there run up your mouth, sir. No accountability. Taxpayers' money. And I come go on like say, I lie people I tell. Comment section, tell me if I lie the US I tell.
And how collaboration between public, private, and indeed between jurisdictions can address that inadequacy. And it holds true for Jamaica as it does for many other small island states within the region, and indeed even some of the larger countries.
And again, an appeal for a health insurance tax for all visitors to the island.
It is not
all visitors. You know here? Health insurance tax for all visitors to the island. Mr. Tufton want more money. For the money we can't give account for. Mr. Tufton want more money. For the money where the man can't give account for. What me say the man want for? More money. For the billions when can't give account for. The Integrity Commission tell us in the report that a $400 million missing for this man office. I don't hear no question, I don't even bird whistle about it. Now me I hear that the Auditor General tell we are now people in news. But we play for you guys. 70 billion. Not 400 million, like the Integrity Commission told us in the report. The Auditor General, I tell you, say, is like over the years, like a $70 billion over 10-year period. Gone. Can I give accounted for money spent? Can't give account for. Me don't know where they. Me sorry, me never write down. No, me never write no receipt. Sorry, me never. Me don't know. Play ignorance. If you play ignorance, there's no perception of me know, say me want have intent to thief. If me an idiot, there's no intention to thief. If me an idiot, me just make a mistake and me don't know where I go on. Play idiot like we are idiot.
It occurs in other jurisdictions, like in Europe, where that tax is required. And if that were in place, maybe we could have a more efficient response, because maybe that tax could be used to train more people and perhaps provide more facilities.
Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes, says the advisory is a wake-up call for all Jamaicans about the state of the country's healthcare system. Kerry and Simpson, TVJ News.
I don't hear the people, but the man said, give him more money. Healthcare insurance tax, backside. Taxing out the hell out of the Jamaican people is not enough for these people. Taxing out the hell out of the Jamaican people who pay the most on electricity bill. Jamaican people pay the most on phone bill. Jamaican people pay the most on gas. They pay the most on food. They pay the most on loans. Some of them loans is more than 50% back interest rate. They just beat up the Jamaican people then. That's not enough now. You come off a we. Why come hustle we? Why more money for the money we can't give account for? You see? It's easier for the poor man to go through the eye of a needle than the rich man to go me, you know. It's easier for the poor man to do the impossible, like going through the eye of a needle, than a rich man to enter Zion. So it tell us, if a poor man can't, if nobody can go through the eye of a needle, can a rich man really enter heaven? If the poor cannot go through the eye of a needle, does it really mean the rich man not enter heaven? We keep on scrape, man. Woe be unto those who scrape from the poor. You think you can get away? Who no can get away, man? You think you can do poor people some things and get away, man? The sin visit on the sin have a visit on the generation. Who knows say some of them where thief the loot come out of office. Who know no sense and who can't even walk and all that type of who no see it. Who knows what to do before who know. Where thief Jamaican loot. They come out of office but the money now have no use to them backside. A pamper somewhere some of them take care of them. Some of them don't even know themselves. Some of them come out of office with the riches. One me here so was richer than Obama in US dollars when them stepped down from office in Jamaica. Money all over the place. What happened to them? We now wish a bad for nobody, you know. And I pray that everybody is well and stay well. But you see, when you do your work, I and I cannot step up for you and collect your pay. You have got to step up and get your pay yourself. So what I see is happening now is that people start to get pay for the work what them do. So all we have to do is just come out of the way and make people go collect their salary. You see, one of the things say, well, the big bad and mighty, and the little poor people tears upon the shoulder, and the little family member who make dead because of thief money what should I go in health care. When you think you can't get away? When you think you can't get away, man? Look, we'll never get away with what we do to the poor. They say it's easier for a poor man to do the impossible, like go through the eye of an eagle, than a rich man to enter heaven. Oh, remember, people, I want you to understand, say, now is the moment of truth in them days, yeah. And back in the days, in my granny days and mother and father, they're free to talk. People are getting wiser and wiser and wiser now. Filiadi, respect, you know. Respect for the $9, the 10 where you give me there because you know me hungry. Jaja. But I buy a McDonald's right now and a Big Mac and some fries and I joke I make still, but respect that. Thank you. Yeah. But anyway, people, now is the time of truth where we as a generation want to leave a better legacy for our kids. You know, our parents weren't vocal like us. So now we have to take up the mantle and say, no, sir, enough is enough. And in an era of social media, people, you see, God know him I do, you know. Because where did we come from as bloggers and journalists? Because I'm an independent journalist, people. Me I move from the vlogging thing. Independent journalist, me there. Eh? Leave blogger to the band where thief people video and put it up there for like and share and some money. And them level them at on. You see? Me in a digging up the truth and go do some reading and study up some stuff and do some research. And come talk to the people then. Yeah? That not vlogging. No, I'm an independent journalism that. See? So I'm an independent journalist. Me not vlogging, man. Vlogging post up anything for them page, man, for likes and views. That bloggers do. And, you know, copy and splice other people's video and put them up there. Just some money. But no, people. More the country change. As I tell you in other videos, if we get change under Andrew owners, me take it, you know, and run with it. If me get change under anybody, me take it and run with it. Because you me not really in enough politics and man and party where me love and favor. Me just want somebody to come in and do right. So therefore, I'll take change from anyone. Me say if Andrew Otis want to go to bed tonight and get up tomorrow morning and confess all the sin when do to Jamaica people. I decide to say I'll fly right. And start do the thing, the man, do the thing, the man, do the thing. Then people in the believe say I can support him. Of course I will support them, man. Because it's not about politics and man who I'm in love with. For me, it's about country. So therefore, if Andrew go get an afternoon nap this afternoon right here, and he wake up and he confess his sins and all they hurt him, hurt the people, and start to fly right, and start to hit all the bases, I would say, yes, and whoa, where would that come from? Man get a dream, a vision. People, I'll accept it. Not because I'm a PNP make the change, more accept it. No, that is some only yaso. You don't want everything because you're not dieted, happen good in a few party. But me as a Jamaican who's a patriot, I don't care who I bring the change. As long as it's a positive change for everybody, I'll accept it. That's what I say. If Andrew Otis go in bed tonight and wake up tomorrow morning a changed man, come and confess the sins and all the hurt we do to the people. Can you tell you already tell us your sin against we already and you're sorry. But you never tell we what you do to we. Come and confess the sin. Start fly right, do the right thing. Start it for yourself, declare your assets, sign a code of conduct. Set an example. Stop style up and stain up the brand Jamaica. Anyhow, the Prime Minister wake up tomorrow morning and start do the right thing. What can I say, people? More than yes. Thank God. People have been served. New Jamaica. What would I say, people? But do what this the Prime Minister feeding us? What? Not pay arms house. Come on, people. I'm not a dieted, nothing. So that's why I'm telling you, if the Prime Minister tomorrow morning wake up and stop hurting the people and stop indulging in corruption and stop harbor crime and say, you know what, Jamaica, I'm sorry. I was asleep at the wheel the whole time. I need to declare my asset and give back the extra loot that we have to the people. People that would be a hell of confession. That's why I know it's not going to happen. That's something that's not going to happen. Yes, people. So, you know, I will take change from anybody. I want you to understand that. Some people are dieted and go for them party one must make change for the country. I don't care where that come from, people. As long as a good change, I'll take it. Because what? I don't care who around the country. As long as they do good by the people. I'm not saying this man right now. He have to go or change his ways. I'm not saying change the ways in the man. So therefore that man have to lift up, brother. To wickedness to the people, and brother. That's how some see it. Not change now come and be arrogance. Him and the million them I look for some more time. I look for more time to take from the people them. I look for more time to take more. So when you hear Mr. Tufton with the arrogance, how you believe it a come from? It a come from top. You hear Kamina Johnson with the arrogance too. You hear Terrell Long with the arrogance too. Come out and I go hard. Like them not see what the US see. Basically like the US a tell. You hear them with the arrogance too, people. You hear them arrogant. Oh, this man alone arrogant. The Prime Minister arrogant. I handle it in an arrogant way. Kamina Johnson and handle it in an arrogant way. I believe they could have deal with it much better. I don't like how they deal with it.
Notwithstanding our clear care and concern for the safety of all visitors to our island, and notwithstanding our understanding that the overall ranking of Jamaica has not deteriorated in this most recent advisory, the government is disappointed that the language used.
Yeah, here we are going so. Same Tufton attack. The government disappointed. The government is pissed off. I want to hear. And they're acting as if what the US is saying
not reflect our country's true.
Yeah, that not reflect so that no bother we. I lie them I tell. They don't see it. People me say the whole of them with the level of arrogance. This are the foreign minister in the people. This why foreign minister say same arrogance. Them don't know what the US I see. Same thing Tufton I say. Them don't know them I see. Coffee me hospital them good. Listen to that woman now. Arrogant as hell.
Care and concern for the safety of all visitors to our island, and notwithstanding our understanding that the overall ranking of Jamaica has not deteriorated in this most recent advisory.
You hear that? That no worry. Them no worry. And that's the saying. Them no worry. Me don't know what they must see, but them no worry. And that's the saying.
The government is disappointed that the language used does not reflect our country's.
You hear that again? It's a lie the US I tell. So the language used, we have bad health care, we don't have no ambulance, we don't have no certain type of surgery them can't do at Jamaica. Where the line of that there? The response time for police, the underfunded hospital because them a thief out money. Where's the lie? This woman bluntly I say a lie, them I tell you.
True progress in these areas. In recent years, the government has more than doubled its investments to strengthen our capacity to tackle crime and health-related challenges across the region for the benefit of our citizens and indeed everyone who wishes to visit Jamaica. We are making significant progress, serious improvements, although we still have much more to do to achieve all that we wish to deliver. It is not insignificant that Jamaica has recorded a more than 20% decline in serious crimes and strong improvements in arrests and prosecution. In healthcare, the government has also been improving infrastructure and human resources and continuing to increase capacity to deliver better healthcare to our citizens and indeed to visitors. Improvements in health and security continue to be among the government's priorities, and engagement will also continue with the US and other development partners in these and other critical areas, as well as, of course, on the matter of seeking reviews of the advice.
People, instead of let's say, guys, we really need to improve, and the government is going to put some resources in our hospitals, and we're going to make sure we fix it. They come say, I lie the US I tell. And I come to push back and bullies him. I come talk about say, I retaliate. I believe a retaliatory statement Mr. Tufton make. When I talk about say, I'm going to tax visitors to the country. So basically, me and you, we are come home for holiday, come spend, and I come look for your family. We are get tax too, healthcare tax. Something when them say him pick up a Europe. We are Europe in go pick up that style then. Me play that for several times. Here this a woman now hear the arrogance, no humility, no way. Them not see what the US a see. I lie the US a tell.
Notwithstanding our clear care and concern for the safety of all visitors to our island, and notwithstanding our understanding that the overall ranking of Jamaica has not deteriorated in this most recent.
You hear that? So you don't put a ranking in a body, ranking don't deteriorate. So, you know, that no, them no worry.
Advisory. The government is disappointed that the language used does not reflect our
Them piss we have, that's why we're gonna charge them health insurance tax.
Country's true progress in these areas. In recent years, the government has more than doubled its investments to strengthen our capacity to tackle crime and health risk.
We spend the most on everything, but yes, we can't see it. We spend the most on everything. We spend the most. The only improvement on the pocket. Nowhere else. We spend the most. This administration mouthpiece, if it's a Terry Long, same goddamn garbage spilling from this man's mouth. Same garbage spilling from Terry Long's mouth. Him know the textbook, so him know the playbook like a, him know it, people, him study it. So him not have to read no paper when him come out. He's like, calm down, brother. Act like at least you read from something. You just sing it.
Challenges across the region for the benefit of our citizens and indeed everyone who wishes to visit Jamaica. We are making significant progress, serious improvements, although we still have much more to do to achieve all that we wish to deliver.
No, but everything good, man.
It is not insignificant that Jamaica has recorded a more than 20% decline in serious crimes and strong improvements in arrests and prosecution. In healthcare, the government has also been improving infrastructure and human resources and continuing to increase capacity to deliver better healthcare to our citizens and indeed to visitors. Improvements in health and security continue to be among the government's priorities. And
the priority, but no, nah, go on. Come tell about the the $1.6 trillion missing. Come tell about the $700 billion with Tufton can't tell where the money gone out of ministry. Come tell about the almost $90 billion where Kamina can't tell what more time ministry. Look here, man. Look here, man. We need accountability in the country. We don't stop coming up with this PR stunt and this pretty stuff to make it look like Jamaica do so wonderful. That's why we don't come out with this nonsense about the superpower, financial superpower of the Caribbean. The other day, I saw come with another glowing report. Jamaica is the safest place in the world to go to on a vacation. And look how they look like a fool now. Look how they look like a fool now. The lie not gonna work and the reality no match the lie. Sure.
Engagement will also continue with the US and other development partners in these and other critical areas, as well as, of course, on the matter of seeking reviews of the advisories, as they are reviewed periodically, and we are hopeful that sharing of even more information and closing gaps where they exist, that this will help in the future.
People, some serious crime are occurring in Jamaica against the people, you know. Some serious crime are going on in Jamaica against the Jamaica people, you know. People, some serious crime are going on in Jamaica against the people, them. Serious crime. They might take money out of taxpayers' money from over the government and your bank account in Jamaica. They are depleting Jamaican bank account slowly but surely in the millions of dollars. Can you imagine how much Jamaica will lose money right now? It's in the millions right now, probably I go to trillions. Where bank, when they lose a bank and everybody go, my idiot don't know what go on before the bank put in security. Bank failed to put in security measures. So them customers stop losing money. Do you understand what Carlos is saying in Jesus' name? In Jesus' name, people. Because that's what we deal with, you know. You know, Jesus' name. Bank, I take with Jamaican money. Plus, man, officer thief money. Boy, I want a bigger chopper. I want a bigger chopper, boy. No, sir, me never hear no chop no billion yet or no trillion. No, sir. Me never hear no billion a come from no chopper mouth. No, sir. The chopper they not try. So them I get locked up and dash way. Me not in no chopping. Remember that. Me not condone none of that. But look, it should be one law. It should be one law. A lot of scam people overseas, you got jail. Politician rob and scam the Jamaican people. You should go jail. You know, United Clark coming out on behalf of the nation about what's going on in our banking system. Him stay quiet. But my walk on and want the people them put him back in the office again. Can you imagine? These guys are expecting you must put them back in the office. Tufton, over $700 million. They want you to put him back in the office again. Over 15.7 something like that $billion private office. They want you to put them back in again. Play ball, see a way. They want you to put them back in again. 1.6 trillion. Want you to put them back in again. Clarendon Alumina Production Limited. 100 million US dollar rather. 100 million US dollar. $15.4 billion. They want you to put them back in there. Cornwall Regional Hospital, $10 billion in cost overrun. I know done yet. So that I go way up. Then why you put them back in there? National Work Agency, another $10 billion. Jamaica, how much you don't want? What do you want, Jamaica? You don't want to improve country? I don't want a country where crime a kill we. Shopper lock up 6 o'clock at evening time. Because they must say crime down in but the numbers don't match the reality. The reality is on the ground is that in 2015, shop was closing much later. In 23, 24, shopper lock up earlier. In 2015, people could freely walk from point A to point B and don't worry so much about losing their 3 points. Not saying that crime wasn't around, but they have a better chance of having a longer life living in Jamaica in 2015. In 2015, a lot of us overseas retirement plan was still intact. How many of your retirement plan is intact? Same place today. In 24. In 2015, many of us retirement plan was still we're heading Jamaica. I did the thing there. How many of you change the retirement plan today? How many of you have the same retirement plan today? That is the reality. Let's look at the numbers that they're giving us. They are all fake about stuff getting better, going down, and the perception of how you perceive the crime, the perception of crime is more. But crime in itself is got what if you what kind of no, sir. Them take some people for idiot boy. What we really need in Jamaica people is accountability. You say forget accountability. That's why I say Andrew Onis go in bed tonight. Wake up tomorrow morning. I get a vision. I don't know if Moses on my week, I sleep and give him a vision. I must see Zion in his vision. I was there to meet everyone. I know God is sick, man. But can you imagine if him go in bed tonight and decides so tomorrow, make us improve. Make us start lock up the people who hurt the country. Let's sign the code of conduct. Let's start lock up myself first for illicit enrichment. Because it seems as if that I go on at the Prime Minister's home. That's why film taxes cannot be verified by Integrity Commission. Like man have to loot and can show the roadmap how him get all them riches. If you do you understand the people? That's why the Integrity Commission said them cannot verify the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. 2 consecutive years. That year gonna be 3 years. Why? These things are not good look for Jamaica. Nobody have to say anything about Jamaica if it look bad enough. The man will lead the country and make it look bad on its own. He might do a wonderful job. Yes, people, he's doing a fine job making Jamaica look bad. Oh, he's doing such a wonderful job making the country look bad. Taking him on to SSL that hurt Usain Bolt. When we hear that, everybody look for Jonas again. We say nobody have to say nothing to make the country look bad because Andrew Onis himself and make it look bad. The SSL money they went take out, they look like an insider trading. And when he was the education minister, the whole Galangins down the account to Integrity Commission, the reporter come out where in all the international news, me embarrass, me say, we don't have to see a thing to bring down the brand Jamaica. Because the man who run the country bring down the brand himself, he don't need no company. No, you don't declare the asset. You don't need company, you don't sign a code of conduct, and even you to go to school. If you work at McDonald's, you have to sign a code of conduct. The man who run the country don't sign nothing. No, we have the 6. We put gag order upon. Illicit 6. Take up $150 million, give them. If me a criminal, I may get $150 million. That's a rarity. Then they will 100. Then they know say me a thief and them man go give me more money. And a pussy give out a yaso. If me a one of the illicit 6 will gain wealth by criminal means, I may see them pick up $150 million worth of taxpayers' money give all thief like me. All bandit like me. But me under the coverage of the Prime Minister still, because if he put a gag order, so nobody knows how we. Plus the Prime Minister wife got to back. She now release nothing, boy. She got everything locked. I'm a all criminal. Me a pocket the whole $150 million me I spend per owner. Come in a thief. No, out of the $150 million me I yes, councillors I get $1 million, and PNP councillor I get $1 million. Labour right councillor I get $3 million and more. But hold on, if councillor get that, what kind of road that can fix? that money that's the councillor alone pocket, man. Talk truth. That little Trump change and the councillor people, I give PNP councillor $1 million. And I set them up for thief that little money there. That little bit of money, what kind of road? What am I doing with that money there? What is a councillor going to do with $1 million in its constituency? What am I doing with that, people? Write it as well. What can a councillor do with $1 million in its constituency? But when you give the Labour right them a 3 pints up, that's not money either, you know. But why you give the Labour right them more? That's not right. That's not right. That's not right, you know. That means that the PNP them not pay taxes in the country. So the Labour right there, I want to see the corruption in the country. That's how you know certain road don't go fix in a certain neighborhood. That's how you know certain people get job and certain people that power. That's how you know what go on now, people. For the PNP only get $1 million and Labour right get over 3.7 over $3 million. Remember, government still then get at least, the MP them get at least $150 million. Some get more. But they are getting at least 150. So that tell me say the PNP MP them are get the 150, the least. So the Labour right them are get more than 150, because that's what the statement said. They were getting at least $150 million in taxpayers' money. So if me are one of the criminal in the illicit 6, can you imagine how me happy right now? Because Prime Minister got me back, his wife got me back, and he go take taxpayers' money and give me. Because I know no care about taxpayers, you know, care about it. Go wrestle taxpayers' money when me thief. You come give back to taxpayers. No, man, because the whole of we no thief to sir. He can't go talk about me. Me might snitch back on him and bust out everything. So might as well let him cover me back, you know. Might as well let him cover me back. I'm all thief now. Back to the argument, people. I'm all thief now. And you give me 150 million in taxpayers' money. What me to do with that? What me going to do with that? Look for the people. Plus you have another couple dozen of them in the investigate for the same thing. What we going to do with that? We going to take that, man. I want to do them. That gone to the ramping shop. Overseas. More boat. Me upgrade my yacht or buy some more property overseas after all of this. People are sudden plan for we. Because they don't plan for going to office, to be honest. They plan for going to go get rich and rip we off. Guys, I hope my conversation makes sense in every sentence. Thank you for watching this video. As usual, I'm always a student in a class, so that's why I said make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on this here platform, people, you like the work I do. People, and I appreciate the people in the comment section. One a card. Go ahead, people, and subscribe to YouTube and follow me on Facebook page, and don't miss them live, I know. Because them live is always educational and it's always about Jamaica over man and party. That's why I tell you all I want to know, say, Andrew, should I get an afternoon nap and get up in the evening and say, breaking news, the Prime Minister have a confession to make. It's a change when I start move the country right. People, I will support any positive change from a country, people. I'm not a political hack. I care not who win. But I'm say this man in the party right now. People, at this one I go for. No, sir, he not deserve it. So that's why I say, anybody decides say they might do good by the country, I will be there, people. I will be there. I don't care, people. I'm not no PNP and no Labour right. Me dash them the colours the long time. Me say me dash them colours the long time, the orange and green. Long, long time, people. They asked where? What that is gonna do for my grand picnic? Eh? What that is gonna do for the future Jamaica? What is that even gonna do for my retirement? When in 2015 my retirement plan was better than now. Because before Andrew Otis coming there after and promised us we're gonna sleep with the windows and door open. It seems as if he's coming with crime, violence, and corruption. It seems as if the introduction of Andrew Otis was the introduction of crime and violence in our country till we see money carriers that get rolled up over and over. All type of crime will never happen yet in our country. Western Union I get robbed and I hope a thing will never happen and this man like him brought all these things in. I cannot pay a blind eye to all these things. We need accountability, brother, in all ministries. We hear Mr. Tufton talk about say he must cope with them a think about taxing us visitor to the country. Health insurance, people. You know must go to Jamaica go hospital, but every time you go there, go spend health. Is that fair? You know must go hospital when you go to Jamaica. The US is always is right now is telling its citizens must get those type of insurance when they come to Jamaica. Them tell you and get money to evacuate yourself because the hospital don't have the standard of care. That's what the US is telling its people, right? To have those insurance. No, Tufton gonna say that they need to tax us visitors. Me talk about one of the things that white people alone, you know. The man said visitors, visitor brother. The whole away. I got in Jamaica, my tax way. So, and there's no guarantee. He said, maybe things will be better. Maybe. Money. But there's no accountability out of these office. Money. That's all I'm interested in now. Money. And I rate the country. Jaja. I love Jamaica. Jamaica to the world. I love its people. People, I love them. I love them bad. You know, so I can't stand up some of them. But like I said this morning, one day somebody will get mad and rise up and not care about nothing. And drag a whole lot of people behind them and stand up and protest for righteousness. It will happen one day in Jamaica. And that person will get a lot of influence. It will happen one day because people are not going to be able to sit down. People may not be a man, but me can see things. Me know one of the first me tell you something like this. That I can see in a crystal ball that one day somebody young are going to rise up in Jamaica and protest all this nonsense. Because the youth them get smarter and wiser and more influential. And I want to understand people. The youth are smart, intelligent. So the same nonsense that they were selling me and my mother and my grandfather them are the same nonsense that I tell the youths them today, promising them the world. Right now, me never say promise turn up so yet in the history of politics. Me never say promise, me say Andrew I do everything for turn president. Me say Andrew I do everything for turn president. If I hear them giving up MP $150 million yet, and money that for go buy vote. The man I do everything for turn president, people. No see it. Now leave office. Me say even if that them man they get vote out, I next Donald Trump that. It end up in the Supreme Court of the count again. Remember me and the man, but me can't see things out. If Andrew Otis get a fair shot and Mark Golden wins square, you can't move Andrew Otis that easy, you know. It end up in the Supreme Court like Donald Trump. All right. Come on, I do everything for hang on and dear power. Can't say Carlos and tell you guys. Jamaican Carlos, I'm out.